Please smash the like on both X and YouTube. We're now going to get into the first segment of the day. It is introducing Swiftcoin to the newcomers that are here, sharing some insights for you hardcore fanatics of Swiftcoin, and I even surprised Ruell, which is unbelievable. I thought there's no way I could, surprise him with some new news. But yes, we do have some breaking news that we'll save to the end in regards to the Swift coin. I couldn't believe it. I had to find a source because, saying goes, especially in college, 2 sources. So yeah. I did find some sources. It does seem like it's valid. We talked about it. But without further ado, Brother Ruell, you take the stage because old Max here talked for 7 hours.
Okay, let's hear here first. Let's get into a general overview of Swift. So one-stop cross-chain. Remember, we're going to talk about this whole cross-chain bit. And here, I think I'm just sharing. Okay, let me just make sure. You guys can't see my Telegram that's coming up too, can you?
I don't see that right now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the fact that this cross-chain is going to be very important. But let's go here, and what we're going to notice here, if we go up a little bit here.
I'm going to full screen it for a bit to focus on material.
Okay. Swift blockchain is a platform that allows users to trade, invest, and then transact in cryptocurrencies. Established in 2017, the company has the backing of renowned investors Draper Dragon and Node Capital. Remember Draper Dragon, okay? So over 800 plus cryptocurrencies available on the platform and access to 50 plus blockchain networks. Swift offers a comprehensive suite of services for crypto users. Swift blockchain is a trusted partner for anyone looking to engage in a world of cryptocurrencies. Okay, so it's cross-platform. Okay, so that's very, very important. And then one of the things we're going to notice also, again, like I said, very important, the Draper Dragon connection here. And as we go down here, okay, chain supported. So you see every chain here is supported. They don't list Stellar, but it is. I fashioned that it is supported. Okay. Important chains, of course, BTC, Binance, and Tron, because it's in that area of the world, right? TT, which almost no one talks about, which we might get into tonight if we have time, but also XDC and XRP. Okay. So let's go down. Trusted partners. You can see Draper Dragons there. You can see Coinbase there. This is going to be important for later. Okay, so those are the important partners, and then I'm going to point out some of the coins that it supports here because it's going to be important for later. So all the ISO coins are here. There's the XLM, there's XRP, here's Chainlink down here. Let's see here. Oops, excuse me. So somewhere in here is Oasis Rose. I think it'll be on the left hand or the right hand side of your screen here.
I just saw Quant up in there. How about that?
Yeah, Quant's here. Let's see. Maybe if I use my arrow keys, it'd be better. Nope. Okay, there we go.
Good God, there's just a lot of them.
A whole lot of them. There's XDC. Rose is in here somewhere. I know I saw it. Okay, there it is. Rose, because it's going to be important for later. We already said TT, which is Thundercore, which nobody talks about. I don't know why they didn't put these in alphabetical order, but whatever. So let's just go with those for right now. Now, the next thing I would like to share is about the Draper Dragons. Okay, promise we're going to get to the patent information in just a second. Okay, so you see here the Draper Dragons. One thing I just want to note is that this is the Chinese Year of the Dragon. So it's very interesting, that this is sponsored by the Draper Dragons. maybe this is the year for all dragon related coins. According to the Chinese leader Xi Jinping, I always mess up his name. Is
Oh,
that
it's okay.
the Chinese are the people of the dragon? Okay, so maybe there's some connection there, right? And also very notable, it is a red shield that is their logo. And if you guys are familiar with the Rothschilds, Rothschild means red shield. Okay, and that just happens to be what they are pointing at. They are pointing at the dragon, the red shield, and Draper's pointing at this guy. Um, so they almost, even though it's called Draper Dragons, whenever they reference the company, they don't always reference Draper. They'll say that it's a Chinese owned company, but they don't always reference Draper. So he's almost like this silent partner, kind of, even though it's named after him. It's weird, uh, but that's them. And I think the best thing to do now would be to get into the patent and then come back to the Draper Dragon stuff. And remember, Underdog Research he's in the chat. I'm so happy he's in the chat because he'll get to see his work. Please go give him a follow. So let's go ahead and share.
Looks like Tim is right on top of it. Already gave a share for everybody.
Awesome.
And here's who Rue was talking about. He says, Maximus, my first time visiting your platform. I heard great information about your research. Respect. Hey, thanks, man. And respect to you. I mean, anybody that does the deep dive content, not your typical fluff, nothing but respect here. So thank you for that, sir.
We're talking about Fidelity, okay? And if you don't know, Fidelity is one of the 11 big VC firms that has a Bitcoin ETF. And along with this background on Bitcoin, bringing Bitcoin into this, remember that Tim Draper is the person who bought a significant chunk of the Silk Road Bitcoin from the US. Okay. So Tim Draper continues to come up in Bitcoin and in crypto, but you never hear about him. Okay. So keep that in mind too. So going in here, and please go by and watch the whole video, guys, because we're just going to focus on a sliver of it, but there's way more great research here.
The dragon. Why? Well, Underdog Research, I'm going to tell you why. This is what happened, folks. Check this out. Securities tokenization, the SOCO Act patent, computationally efficient transfer processing, auditing, and search apparatus methods and system. This is a U.S. patent for that FBTC fund that Fidelity has that had double digits, that one with the Bitcoin. And this is what it shows. It says the SOCO Act transforms smart contract requests, cryptocurrency deposit requests. Transaction amount is available in the source virtual currency wallet. And when the transaction amount is available, cryptologically records the transaction in the blockchain, compromising a plurality of hashes and transaction records. So this is the actual patent. But why did Underdog Research Channel think that would be important? And why is that going to singe your wings? Well, I'm going to tell you why, folks. This patent, US 10339523, point-to-point transaction guidance of the apparatus methods and system called the SOCO Act. Now, this is what's funding this trillions of dollars and billions of dollars and millions of dollars of Bitcoin that they have successfully put on the market. And here you go again, folks. And I want you to pay attention to something. Pay very close attention right here. The SOCO Act patent. If you look at the inventors, I underline it for you. Remember this name, Exin Xing. This is Fidelity's patent application and publication for their blockchain that you can use to transfer Bitcoin seamlessly, fast, and with security. And why is that important? Well, Swift, interestingly, Swift made this announcement on May 9th, 2018. Remember, Fidelity's did their announcement last year in 2023. Swift made this announcement previously. This is what they said. Swift blockchain proudly announces a U.S. patent accepted our patent filing for the invention that describes our product, conducting optimized cross-blockchain currency transactions using machine learning. Well, isn't that interesting? Because when you look at Swift's patent, folks, you can see it right here, conducting optimized cross-blockchain currency transactions using machine learning. Smart World Financial Technology. In green, you can see it there. And the inventor, here they are. Xing Xing, Alex Witt, and Bo Lang on May 4th, 2018. So here's it for those in the back. We have a patent filed with Swift Blockchain on May 4th, 2018. The inventors of this patent for this cross swap of the blockchain using Swift technology and the US patent is Xing Xing, Alex Witt, and Bo Lang. Well, here's Bo Lang, the current CEO of Swift, and I want you to see. And this is Alex Witt. He was also an inventor. So you got the current CEO who was an inventor of Swift, and you have Alex Witt, who is also an inventor of Swift, and he also have another project. But we're about to buy the rumor and sell the news. Folks, I want you to know, so that you understand this as clearly. Hopefully I didn't lose you in the transaction. Check this out, folks. You need to know this. Did you know that Xing Xing, one of the top-rated scientists who went to North Carolina State University, the same one right here that you see, did you know this about her? Xing Xing name appears on 2 documents. And the 2 documents it appears on is 1, the Fidelity patent, folks. Xing Xing is a inventor of the SOCAT. She made this thing, folks, along with Thomas McGuire, Amanda Chu, Jonathan Holm, and she is Fidelity's person. But she's not only the person for that, she is also the inventor of Swift coin, folks. Yes, that is right. Xing Xing, the same one who made Swift blockchain in 2018 patent, is listed as the same inventor for Fidelity's patent as well. Folks, we have liftoff, folks. Do you understand that Fidelity Investment, with its $4.24 trillion, Swift, with its connections with the Japan, with the big market exchanges, they have technologies that are patented by and created by the same inventor. These inventors have technology that can blow your bank accounts up, folks. And you was just thinking that this was a meme coin. Somebody said, I think it's a meme coin. This is some serious business, folks. Where else can you find this information? Go find it, because I hadn't seen no one report about it. Xing Xing, folks, is the inventor of both Fidelity's blockchain technology patent and also Swift. And we're not done.
So I'm gonna leave that for the rest of you guys to go and check out the rest of the video. I would check out the whole entire video, but that blows my mind. And Reggie later is gonna tell us the importance of patents. So Swift owns the patent for cross-chain machine learning. They own the patent for that. Okay, so that's just mind blowing to me. That's mind blowing to me, and that's the reason why you could call this the XRP of China, if you will. Okay,
Chinese XRP.
Yeah, exactly. Let's look at.
Oh, hold on. So you want me to add them? You want me to add it back? Okay.
Okay. Conducting optimized cross blockchain currency transactions using machine learning. So that covers so much stuff, right? And Swift owns the patent for that. Okay. Huge. Now, let's now take that information and let's go to something else here. Let's go a little bit deeper into Tim Draper. Okay. Let's go to the next screen. I'm going to share. Let me stop sharing.
As you're pulling that up, guys, I just want to say, please smash the like. I mean, this is some alpha. All right, like if I just came off the street and just tuned into something like this, I would say, my God, like this is some real amazing research. Shout out to Rue. So again, guys, give him a follow on YouTube at Black Rue on both YouTube and X. All one word, Black Rue, as in Ruell. Okay. Also, what you see, like you see spelt here on his profile picture. Let's go on full screen.
This is the wiki for Coinbase, and I tried finding this once before, and you can't find it unless you use pre-search. I use Presearch as my search engine. I don't know about you guys. It's a crypto, but anyways, if we just scroll down here, what we're going to notice is, so in late January 2015, and this is on Coinbase, by the way, this wiki, this company received a $75 million investment led by Draper, Fisher, Jerviston, and the New York Stock Exchange and USAA, and several other banks. So one thing just to note, if they received an investment from the New York Stock Exchange, people obviously knew what crypto was going to be in 2015. Just pointing that out. So all of this stuff about Gensler and all of this other trash is just noise. But here we see Draper Fisher Jerviston is one of the initial investors in 2015 for Coinbase. So yes, Tim Draper, leader of Draper Dragons, if we dive into this, is an initial investor in Coinbase. You can't.
Rue, I gotta stop you there for a second, bro. Unbelievable research. I gotta tip my hat off to you, man.
Thank you, bro.
I'm blown away with this. This is like so impressive. For you to tie this all in, you and your group of guys that we mentioned earlier. I just at least I gotta give credit where credit's due. I'll let you continue. I'm sorry. I just had to
shout out to Underdog Crypto. Shout out to Swftc. Shout out to our communities. So Tim Draper, one of the initial founders of Coinbase. Okay, and if we go into Tim Draper a little bit. This is just an FYI for people who know about certain things like Skull and Bones. If we go into Tim Draper and we go into his father. So we're going to see that his father attended Yale, and for those who know about Yale, but with President George Bush, the senior Bush, and is a member of the Secret Society of Skull and Bones. So obviously his son's very connected, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's bring up another piece of information here. Okay, so this is Gemini receives an investment from a new group of crypto industry leaders. And you have the Blockchain Infrastructure Alliance, which we'll go over a little bit today, plus Gemini. And what you're going to notice, we're going to just point out a specific part of the article.
Hold on a second.
The BIA's investment in Gemini member and venture capital.
Bro, you cut out there for a second.
Am
Might want to mention that again. Yeah, just go, it was just for about 5 seconds. So that first part, you just start over if you don't mind.
Okay, I don't. This BIA, they're the Blockchain Infrastructure Alliance, which we're going to go over later, but they're doing initial funding in Gemini. Okay, and I'm just going to read this little part here. The BIA's investment in Gemini has been done via Draper Dragon. We'll wait. A BIA member and venture capital fund co-founded by the renowned crypto investor and advocate Tim Draper. So not only did Draper fund Coinbase, he also funded Gemini. Okay, that's huge. Those are like the biggest one. Two of the biggest exchanges in America. Okay, so quite huge there. Quite huge there. Another one. So let's stop sharing and go to something else here. Okay, and then we're gonna bring up. Sorry, guys, it's a bunch of different.
Oh, no worries.
ones.
We'll just do a little checkpoint. Thank you again to all the guys joining us tonight. Really good numbers. Can we tick up to 200? It'd be amazing. I'm currently at 177. Again, for all those people on X, give Rue Black, our special guest here, a follow if you appreciate the deep dive research, especially when it comes to what we're talking about tonight. Swift Coin, SWFT. What is it? SWFTC. If you want the ticker symbol to go on Coin, Gecko, CMC, and so on, it's SWFTC. Back to you, my friend.
Yep, Swift without the vowels. Which here we go. Okay. Blockchain Infrastructure Alliance. Okay. Had never heard of them until that article. But who we're going to find in this alliance are a lot of kind of really BRICS nation-y coins. Okay. So including Alchemy Pay, they're big over there. Near, Avalanche, Polygon, Neo, BRICS Nation, IoTex, Conflux, which I know Max was asking about that one. We already know Conflux and what they're doing over in Asia.
Well, I had to mention it. I mean, come on, you guys listen to Ted. Shout out to our brother Ted, Live Capital. He always called Conflux, Chinese Matic. So, we're talking about Chinese XRP. I mean, really? And even on the surface, Rue, I mean, if I just connected, even got 10 minutes in, I'd be like, yeah, this does seem like it is. So what the heck? All that stuff he shared about, Wikipedia and some of these guys, their backgrounds, that one that you showed earlier, with the actual patents, connecting this to that and that to this. I was like, oh my God.
Shout out to Underdog Crypto for that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing stuff here, guys. VeChain, like all of these things are connecting, and I would believe that they need to have Swift there to connect it, especially since they have the patent on cross-chain sending of stuff. Okay, I don't remember exactly how to word the patent, but you guys saw it earlier, right? They have a patent on cross-chain sending of stuff via AI. Okay, so and this connects even just more of the kind of BRICS Nation members, but now even further going into Draper Dragons. I'm going to share one other one, and then we'll get into BSV. Okay.
Actually, we won't, because old Max actually has at least one update for you guys in regards to Swift Coin.
Correct.
So as soon as Brother Rue is done with this, then I'm gonna give you at least, because my thing is this: it's nice to do the deep dive stuff, but there's some people here that probably you're like, I already know about this stuff. I'm hardcore enthusiast. We want to at least give you one solid update that was at least recently dropped. I think it was dropped today. So before we wrap things up for the Swift segment, we'll get into that. So make sure you stay tuned in, excuse me, for that. I remember that you mentioned this before backstage, before we started the show, in regards to Oasis. Rose is the ticker?
Yep.
Okay,
so
we'll go ahead and full screen this.
Oasis Rose here, guys. If we come over here and take a look at this, now this is CryptoRank.io. I really love CryptoRank.io's platform because they show you funds and backers kind of right away. Okay. They don't show it for all coins, which we'll see later. Okay. But funds and backers for Oasis, you'll notice the Draper Dragons are right here, right? So they got 46 mil, which is a lot. But one of the things you'll notice is Pantera Capital. Pantera Capital has a connection to Jed McCaleb. Okay. Jed McCaleb is he has connections to XRP. He has connections to Stellar. He founded Stellar as a fork of XRP. So that Stellar connection is there as well as Coinbase. Remember, again, Draper was one of the initial investors in Coinbase, and also Coinbase listed Swift. Okay. I have an article on that. I don't know. Maybe we'll show that afterwards, but there's nothing to show other than Coinbase listed Swift, and they noted that they were really big with cross-chain stuff. Okay. So what we're going to notice here with Oasis, if we dig into the Draper Dragon portfolio. Yep. So in the Draper Dragon portfolio, we see a lot of the people we saw in the BIA, right? The Blockchain Infrastructure Alliance. We got VChain, we got Oasis, we got IOTEX, we got Quantum, we got a few others. But notice, notably, we do not have Swift blockchain there. So it's almost to me like they're trying to make it so that information isn't widely known, right? And to me, that means to me like they're trying to keep that under wraps, okay? Which is bananas for us, okay? Like if I go look at Swift, and remember, we saw on their website, one of the first things they mentioned on their website is that they're Draper Dragon invested, okay? And it listed Draper Dragon as, you know, one of their investors, one of their key partners. It was the first one they listed, as a matter of fact. But on here, they do not show them at all.
Interesting.
To me, that just means they're trying to keep them kind of under wraps. Okay.
I want to throw a little tidbit in just real quick, and that is, you know, before I researched the whole thing of Swiftcoin, you know, that we're talking about tonight, you know, I looked at the thing like on CMC, and I was like, you know, how can something like this have the label of, you know, Chinese XRP built on Ethereum? It's just like, what? That don't make no sense. But obviously, guys, they have their own blockchain, so it's not, you know, Ethereum with Swift, because that sounds like an oxymoron. You know, we're gonna get behind Ethereum for cross-border payments, you know, with instant, you know, fast transactions. Give me a break, right? 7 to 14 TPS. Okay, get more into it. Brother Rue is showing this. Boom. You come to the realization, oh, okay, I see what's going on. So anyway, back to you.
So yeah, so to me, that seems like that they're kind of keeping this one under wraps. Okay. Another one, Thundercore, which we'll just touch on for a second here. They also don't list them as funds and backers of Thundercore, but if you go onto Thundercore's website, which I'll try to do that. Well, look here at Thundercore's backers and funders. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I pressed that too quickly.
No worries. You got it back up.
Okay. So, yep. So they do not list Draper Dragons in here. Well, we're going to notice with Thundercore, if we go down and look at their site,
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby in the list of guys here. Swift, of course, they list. I thought they listed Draper Dragon somewhere.
Well, it's cool. They also like mention like things like Ledger too. So
investors, Draper Dragons, but it was not listed on CryptoRank.io.
So you also have Arlington XRP Capital. I mean, guys, you guys know something common here? I mean, it's the bigger players. It's the ones that have, you know, utility. You know, we have common ground. I'm gathering common ground from this easily.
You have the Pantera Capitals of the world, the Huobies. So again, in the BRICS nations type of deal with the Huobies, check out the rest of Underdog Crypto's video to learn a little bit more about Huobi and Swift there.
It's like I said, this is a capital markets ecosystem right on the surface. Boom.
So yeah, and Max mentioned it here, like a lot of major players here, and I know nobody talks about Thundercore, but yeah, so that might be something to look at in addition to Swift Chain. And if you look at their CEO, Chris Wang, he sold his first business to Disney for $583 million, and then he went on to found Thundercore. So that might be something to look at, but. The main point to take away from this is that Draper Dragons are also investors in this. So in this, we see that Swift is bringing all of these different blockchains together. The IOTEXs, the Oasis, the V chains, all of them through Swift are going to have cross-border, cross-chain access because they own the patent for that, right? Like you can't do it unless it's through them. And as my bro Underdog Crypto pointed out, the same person who owns the patent for Swift owns a patent for Fidelity. So Fidelity, there's also a Fidelity connection there too. Like if that's not exciting enough for you guys, Max has some information to drop on this too.
You know, here it is on CMC. Let's go ahead and full screen this. And what you see here is obviously some things that we should probably point out before we move on. As far as the markets you could get it on, you know, Coinbase. I mean, again, back to Rue's outline. Why the heck would Coinbase don't just list anything? All right. So Coinbase, you know, some people feel it's like, well, yeah, they do. They do some meme tokens, well, whatever. But anyway, Rue did a good job of doing that whole Coinbase connection. And you're outside of the United States, KuCoin, you know, some of the, you know, the decentralized ones like the swaps, right? Your Uniswaps, your Pancake swaps. Going to the next page, you have some of these other ones, not really super familiar with, but look at this. Remember how we talked about some of these other things? So Swift Trade, but the reserve data is not available on that. Some of you guys do Poloniex. I can't pronounce that right. Poloniex. And yeah, they're kind of rounds it up. All right, guys. Another thing that you know that I do with you guys is this. You want to point out the market cap. Market cap is extremely low. I mean, talking about opportunity. Ranked 879. You have a market cap of 24,724,000. You know, it's going to fluctuate. Volume. I mean, it's a decent amount of volume, about 7 million within 24 hours. All right, look at this, guys. What's in circulation? Well, basically speaking, you have a total of 369. So that's 10 billion of the Swift coins. Okay, 10 billion. Now, let's just talk about this for a brief moment. Okay, this is my own, I guess you could say, the max segment, right? So, if you guys understand XRP, okay, understand that action reaction. So we know with Stellar has literally half the supply of XRP. Let's take a moment to recognize this real quick. Stellar is half the supply of XRP. This is what?
A 10
billion.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like that's also something to consider. Like, don't dismiss that either. So again, I mean, you guys can look more into it. Their site is basically down here. Hold on. Yeah, actually, I want to point this out as well. All-time lows was before the start of the last bull, you know, and it's been up 1,171% since then. All-time highs, you know, back in 2018. You know, in reality, this might have its first bull run if you really think about real significant bull run. How do we know that? Click on all. I mean, some people would be like, oh, this is a blatant rug pull. Well, this right here, right? It did go to at least this back in 2021. It's kind of like a little mini bull run, right? Maybe it just didn't have its connections like it has right now. Again, part of doing more of your own research, right? As far as the website, my bad, I meant to give you guys that. Where the heck is that real quick? Here it is, my bad. Let's go there. Here's the website. We were just there earlier. You're going to go to swft.pro, okay? One-stop cross-chain, you know, so on and so forth. Some of you guys ask what cold storage solution I use. I use this, and it is the Decent Wallet, all right? I also, of course, have a ledger like this, all right? You can get a discount, basically, from going into the affiliate link, which is in all the live video descriptions and recorded and so on. And for the yahoos that are out there, they're like, this is just a shield. And, you know, we'll fix point this out. And it's a great point. Were you aware that you don't necessarily get a discount link just going straight to the site? No, you actually have to go through a platform like this. So how cool is that? You know, I don't think anybody's complaining about that. But anyway, use the link, get a discount. There's another one here. If you're the type of person you want to get one for you and your, you know, significant other, you could get two of them. They actually have another promotion, which is this and I think this is cool. You can get an all-in-one card wallet plus backup card package. Interesting. I thought that was cool. And again, one of the main key things I like about the Descent wallet is not having to do the red tape of, you know, jumping through all the hoops for XDC and the custom folder. I mean, Edward Vincent can vouch on that. Some of you guys can too as well in regards to Ledger. That was a pain in the butt. You don't have that problem. You literally open up your phone, it's on your app, track everything that's going on, right? And, you know, saying goes, not your keys, not your crypto. You know the drill. Check it all out, though, if you wish to do so. It is truly the cold storage solution that I use for the most part. There's still some on Ledger that, you know, I kind of split it up on it and so on. So it is what it is. But if I have preference over one, I'm going with this one. A lot easier to use and so on. And some people, even to this day, still ask me which one to use.